Hey everybody, how you doing? TJ here, and I'm here to present what hopefully it turns out to be a new series of videos. And I know what you're thinking. What kind of series of videos I'm talking about? I call this the Dream Opponent series. Okay, this coincides with professional wrestling, obviously, where I'm going to look at certain wrestlers, whether they don't have to be currently on like the WWE roster or any roster. It can be people that are retired or still in the company or no longer with us. And what I would do is I had this idea during my vacation, so I decided okay, the top 10 opponents for a certain wrestler, like I said living, dead, or semi-retired, that kind of thing, and how to hold up. So this is gonna be the first of hopefully many. Okay, so so I had to think of long and hard of which wrestler or anyone they want to do, and I'm gonna start with someone that I definitely have starting to have a ton of respect for, and might as well start with someone representing Ring of Honor. Then why not? Then the legendary Ring of Honor legend himself, Nigel McGuinness. Why not? Because he's amazing. Okay, so let's do a little overview of Mr. McGuinness. Let's see. Left home at a young age to come to America to become a pro wrestler. He trained at the legendary Heartland Wrestling Association, trained by the legendary Les Thatcher, and then that's where he would eventually meet Brian Danielson, and those two would eventually move on to Ring of Honor, and they would spark an amazing series of matches that literally propelled them to superstardom and literally brought Ring of Honor to the mainstream. And of course, after I believe 4 or 5 years with the company, these two, Nigel and Daniel Bryan, or Brian Danielson, where you want to call it, will eventually get called up to the big time, WWE. But at the last minute, Nigel McGuinness will eventually say, I'm going to go to TNA. And then, of course, no offense to that, that was actually, in my opinion, that was a total decision on his part, and he eventually retired, of course, pretty much kind of like an injury that Edge kind of suffered. And but of course, now he's the Ring of Honor matchmaker, and why not? And he's doing a phenomenal job, okay? And of course, I haven't been watching Ring of Honor lately, but of course, Ring of Honor's up there. It's on par, and of course, way to go, guys! Not to mention, Impact Wrestling just whimpered its way into obscurity. But okay, but that's not the point. I don't want to talk about that. This is what I think are the top 10 dream opponents for Nigel McGuinness, okay? And how I'm going to base this, it's not going to be on popularity or achievements. It's going to be on, their wrestling ability, their charisma, or whatnot. Anything that, that can tell a story in the ring. That's what professional wrestling is all about. Telling a story in the ring, okay? So, I'm going to kick this off in no particular order. In the number 10th spot is Drew Galloway, or a.k.a. Drew McIntyre. Now what you're thinking. Yeah, that would be a cool encounter, right? Yeah. Let me point something out here, okay? These two have never met each other before, obviously. Both of them from England, actually. Well, technically, Drew Galloway's from Scotland. They train by different people or hone their craft at one point. But we're not. At one point in their career, I believe they both were in Irish Whip Wrestling, the premier company in Ireland, actually. But sadly, they never fought each other, actually. And, of course, the year was 2006, I believe. And around this time, Nigel McGuinness was the Ring of Honor champion, actually. And, of course, with Ring of Honor, I believe, when you're a big champion for another promotional, like that company, you had certain appearances. But unfortunately, these two never got a chance to face each other. And, yeah, that would be cool to see these two just go mesh well together. They're both messing the European styles. They're both brawlers. They're both very ground game, which is pretty good. Think about it. You have Nigel McGuinness's London Dungeon maneuver. You have Drew Galloway, who he's kind of more adept in some missions, but Nigel McGuinness is definitely where I think the edge would go to McGuinness. Then as for their signature maneuvers, obviously we have Drew Galloway's Future Shock or DDT, and then we have Nigel McGuinness's frickin' Tower of London off the top rope maneuver, which is devastating, and I know it. So I could definitely see those two locking up and making some magic. Now, coming in at number 9, I'm so gonna get heat for this. Bret the Hitman Hart. Now, before you guys sharpen your blades and pitchforks, let me explain this, okay? Let's see. Brett, as you all know, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Believe it or not, this the reason why it's kind of low on this list because believe it or not, at one point in Ring of Honor, Nigel McGuinness was pure champion. At one point, he started a promo saying that he was just as good or probably better than Bret Hart, and I was like, wait a minute, he said that? I was like, wow, I can definitely see that coming to fruition. Come on, think about it. Brett and Nigel, that would be pretty cool, actually. Think about it. They're both brawlers. They're both adept with submissions, like I touched earlier. Okay, come on, the sharpshooter against the London Dungeon. I can see that. So literally, they're almost like pretty much the British style and the Canadian style. I think you know where I'm going with this. Okay, it could be another Bret Hart Davey Boy Smith match, but it probably won't be as good of a classic as that match. So, but then again, that would be pretty cool. If that were to happen, actually, Nigel would definitely, bring out the best in Brett, and hopefully Brett would bring out the best in Nigel. All right, number 8, Sheamus. All right. Here, I think I'm hitting a niche here, actually, or I'm kind of getting on with a trend here, actually. So, but obviously, Sheamus, he's Irish. They're both brawlers, and of course, believe it or not, I believe I mentioned this at one point. They might have been in Irish whip wrestling at one point, but we don't know. But that would be kind of pretty cool. They're, like I said, they're both brawlers, but the Edge kind of actually, believe it or not, I think they both have a signature submission maneuver. I believe Sheamus sometimes breaks out a Texas Cloverleaf, and of course Nigel McGuinness with his submission maneuver, and of course they both have striking like big devastating moves. Think about it. You have Sheamus with his Brogue kick. You have Nigel McGuinness's Jawbreaker Lariat, which gets me every time. It's pretty cool how we just unleash it. It would be pretty cool. Like, it's pretty much both of them still definitely European style, but that would be pretty cool seeing something like this. It's like almost a little bit of both worlds, meshing both those. Their submission, they could tell a story right then, there, and let's see, people will be rooting for. Hey, wait, who's the good guy rooting in this situation? Well, let's see, is it Nigel McGuinness representing England, or is it going to be Sheamus representing Ireland? That would be pretty cool, dynamic right there, actually. Number 7, the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett, and of course that'd be pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. All right, wait, why Jeff Jarrett? Okay, let me point something out here. Okay. Despite you can say what you want about Jeff Jarrett, actually, but believe it or not, Jeff does something that I don't think that some people have done before. It's like think about all his matches with AJ Styles or someone like Chris Sabin or something like that. They in TNA he always made them look good, and that's what he was known for doing, actually. And that would be pretty cool seeing Jeff Jarrett and Nigel McGuinness go 1-1. But wait, let me back this up. I know some people are going to say, wait a minute, didn't they face each other at a Lethal Lockdown? Yes, that was a Lethal Lockdown, but they never met one-on-one. Think about that, okay? That would be pretty cool, okay? Come on, seeing the veteran against this, up-and-comer. And, of course, might as well throw a little storyline. You're payback for hiring as a wasted talent in TNA. Pretty much, think about that. So that would be pretty cool. Seeing Jeff Jarrett bring out the best in Nigel, that would be pretty cool. Like, pretty much, like I said, just watch Jeff Jarrett, make him look good, and that would be pretty cool. Okay, come on, the stroke against the Jawbreaker Lariat, or the figure 4 against the Tower of London. All that would be pretty darn cool, and of course the classic typical bad guy versus good guy, or probably not. Maybe at one point, technically they were both good at portraying bad guys, but then again, Nigel McGuinness had a little bit of a love-hate relationship in Ring of Honor. It's like people booed him, but people cheered for him when he became champion, because it was a very interesting dynamic. But what do you expect? That was the Ring of Honor fans compared to TNA wrestling fans. But I'm not just no offense, but that's that. Okay, so moving on. Number 6. I'm probably gonna get heat for this one. Dean Ambrose. Okay. Lunatic fringe lord. Yes, I get it. Okay, we all know Dean Ambrose is crazy. We get it, but but that's not the point. But definitely, here's the other reason why is because I don't know if you've noticed it, but believe it or not, I think Dean Ambrose has pretty much kind of stolen a move from Nigel McGuinness' repertoire, the Jawbreaker Lariat, and I've seen it done, but Nigel can do it better, okay? Sorry, no offense to Dean Ambrose, he's fun, he's amazing, he's crazy, he's entertaining and all that, I get it, but Nigel's better at doing that move, okay? And that would be pretty cool, actually, but let's see, let's cut out the lunatic fringe gimmick for a moment, and let's focus on like his original gimmick of Dean Ambrose. Think about it. This guy competed on the independent circuit as well. In fact, I think he competed in Heartland Wrestling. Same with Nigel McGuinness. So think about that. I don't think those two have ever faced each other like before. Actually, it's never happened. That would be pretty cool to see the crazed lunatic brawler and like Dean Ambrose facing Nigel McGuinness in a similar style, just like a drag out fight. I would like to see that. But then again, Nigel will have the edge because he's also adept in submissions, whereas Dean isn't. Just saying. All right. So yeah, but still, that would be pretty cool. All right. Moving on, number 5, the Icon Sting. All right. It was really hard to put Sting somewhere on this list. And I know some people would probably disagree with me, but let's see. But think about this. Sting has been around for decades, okay? And say what you want about Sting. He still can wrestle, okay? Which is good, okay? He has never lost steam, okay? He hasn't shown any signs of ring rust, which is good, okay? And we've seen him compete with younger guys, okay? Like AJ Styles, like Bobby Roode, like anyone that I can think of, okay? And he pretty much can make him look good. Well, except for Jeff Hardy. We don't talk about that match from Victory Road, okay? Let's just forget about that. Let's take that and throw in the trash, okay? Forget about that. But that's the whole purpose when you get and facing in the ring with Sting. It's like he wants to make you look good, okay? And it's just like I mentioned with Jeff Jarrett. Of course, it's pretty much a sense of Sting making the young guy looking good. In a sense, the young guy should at least just give some respect and make Sting look good as well, actually. So that would be pretty cool, actually. And also a different clash of different styles as well. We have a traditional American style wrestling like Sting, and we have, of course, McGuinness with his European flair. That would be pretty cool. And come on, that would be pretty cool seeing Sting give all you got against Nigel McGuinness. The Stinger Splash, the Scorpion Death Drop, obviously the Scorpion Death Lock, and of course more submission fighting, more brawling, more definitely some high flying, because McGuinness can do some high flying. I've seen him come off the top rope with a flying clothesline, or I've seen some amazing things that Nigel can do that you've never seen before, actually. So yeah, it can happen if this ever happens. So think about that. Moving on, coming in at number 4, Eddie Edwards. Actually, now think about this, okay? All the big talent that ever came out of Ring of Honor. Think about it. Besides Daniel Bryan, besides Seth Rollins, besides El Generico, okay? I think you know what I'm going with that. He's faced these kind of people. He's faced Davey Richards, but he's never faced Eddie Edwards. Never. Of course, I'm going off what I've been doing research for. He's never faced him one-on-one, and that would be pretty darn cool. Come on. The no-nonsense diehard Eddie Edwards, come on. A hybrid fighter, of martial arts and wrestling, facing a guy like McGuinness, that would be pretty darn cool. And I can definitely, it's pretty much like a testament of how well they can pull it off, actually. That would be amazing. Like, all the high flying, all the groundwork, every strike, every chop, I can see that happen. But it never did in Ring of Honor. I would totally like to see it happen, actually. And that to me sounds like a typical big dream match I would definitely get behind, actually. Number 3, Finn Balor. Yes, come on, people. Another battle between nations, England and Ireland. The strong style of Finn Balor, almost actually, yeah, I would say a hybrid of Finn Balor style, of the Japanese hard-hitting style and the European style and the American style. I can see all that being meshed together along with Nigel McGuinness's stuff, and that would be pretty darn cool. Actually, it's like pretty much. I wouldn't say not really David versus Goliath. I would kind of like to see something like that. Which pretty much, if you think about it, and all that, pretty much would be like a Daniel Bryan, Nigel McGuinness classic. If you kind of think about all that and right there, actually, that would be pretty cool. Actually, seeing those two just fight. Think the Demon or not, that would be pretty cool. Actually, him hitting coup de grace or something like that, and that would be pretty amazing. Actually, just watch these two just bring the best out of each other. That's the most part I can definitely see coming out of a dream match like that. And like I said, it would probably be up there on a style of a Nigel McGuinness Daniel Bryan match, but probably won't be as good. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, I'm just spitballing here. Number 2, Wade Barrett. All right. Now, this essentially is more like a Battle of England. In a way, I think they're both almost are kind of carbon copies if you think about it. Okay, they both have a devastating striking maneuver: the bullhammer elbow, the Jawbreaker Lariat, and they both have both have this. I believe they both grew up in the same town or city. I think I'm not too sure, but although like I said, Nigel trained in America, of course, we're traveling both back and forth, but that's not the point. I would see something that would be pretty cool, like a bare-knuckle fight, drag-out fight between both those two, and then throw in Nigel's submission game. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Pretty much, like I said, like a battle of attrition. It's like fighting your own shadow, or you're fighting your own reflection kind of thing. It's like you're pretty much fighting yourself. In my opinion, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, but yeah, that would be a pretty cool dream match, and yeah, I believe I can do a better uppercut than you can do, Wade Barrett. That would be pretty fun. just think about that. And let's see. Now coming to my number 1 dream opponent, Dolph Ziggler. Think about that. All right, Dolph Ziggler is a fantastic talent. Okay, he can execute and pull off moves brilliantly, like perfectly. Okay, he can sell moves. He's good at that. He is a true natural that I've ever seen in the ring, and I can definitely see that fighting. What Dolph has there, fighting whatever Nigel has. That would be a pretty cool, spectacular fight. Actually, yes, but the only downside is I'm not too sure. I believe, like I said, Nigel would probably have the edge in this situation because he's more adept at submission fighting than Dolph Ziggler. Because, well, let's see, but they're both high flyers actually. So we can definitely see a lot of fun over the top rope or through the ropes, that kind of thing. But definitely, it would be a pretty cool battle of attrition, just watching them just sell every move, just connect with every possible punch, every perfect move. That would be an amazing match. And believe that would be it. So all those opponents seem pretty good, right? Let me know what you think, actually. All right. So that does it for this evening. Keep it tuned here for some more, if maybe potentially more Dream Opponent series. All right. Take care, folks.